Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news, reality TV, anything you want. Well, not anything you want. Anyways, how the heck are you? Michelle is joining from sunny Las Vegas. Marla's in Central Texas. Where else is everybody joining us from? Thank you so much, Beverly from Virginia, for joining live. If you are watching as a replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, comment, all the things, because we love to hear what's going on with you and also what you think about everything we chatted about. But it is so much more fun to join live. So try to join us, set your alarm, clear your calendar. Like, put it as a meeting on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern, and just be like, I'm busy with Sarah and my friends. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a good weekend, got lots of stuff done, got lots of relaxing done, whichever you want. I got a little bit of both. I think I need to go count. I think I've wrapped, I don't know, maybe 9-ish presents so far. I haven't bought everything. And the older my kids get, I'm sure y'all can relate. The gifts get a little more expensive. So there's not a bunch of like $14.99 things down under the tree. It's expensive stuff. So they don't get quite as much. So anyways, but let me know what you're shopping for. If you found something great to get someone, share with us in comments. We are always looking for things for our best friend, our husbands, our wives, our teenagers, our little kids, our grandkids, all the things. So let us know. I love that. Michelle says, so many great deals and holiday gifts. Here, a cowboy Christmas. What does a cowboy Christmas mean to y'all? My father-in-law does a cowboy Christmas, and he makes like a brisket or something. That's what he calls a cowboy Christmas. Ooh, Deborah, it's snowing in North Carolina. How nice. I do too. I was just talking with someone that years ago, I literally remember the store. Is it still around? Brookstone? There's a store called Brookstone that is a lot of electronics, gadgets. Like when I think of the store Brookstone, we would go to the Galleria in Houston, and it was like, chairs that massaged you. It was like little gadgets, things. So I have the hardest time. I'm not a great gift giver or receiver. It's just not my love language, but I love when I think of someone or find something for someone that I know they're going to love, and it's nothing that they've told me, right? So years ago, before smartphones, okay, so this is, I don't even know when this was. Definitely since we've been in this house, and we've been in this house 20 years. So definitely it was this house. And I found my husband like several things. It was this weather thing that you magneted onto your refrigerator, and it told you the weather conditions in any state, in any country. Now, again, this doesn't mean anything right now because we've all got smartphones, but this was pre that. And it was this thing that you could, so he traveled for work and you could put in like New York, da, da, da. It was really cute. And it was all digital, whatever. Another thing I got kind of that was for both of us, you could keep track. Did anyone have one of these? You could put in your grocery list, and then it had a way for you to like organize it by like dairy, meats, chips, and then you could print out your grocery list. I mean, I am dating myself. This is all pre-phone, pre-smartphone. You know what I mean? What else? I feel like I also got him something else, but I can't think of what it was. But I got a mini binoculars, like for us to take to a sporting event or the ballet or theater. We haven't used those in forever because you feel kind of dorky carrying like mini binoculars. But I do think it's fun to like look up close at people. Anyways. Oh, you're getting snow too, T with Tambo. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm lucky. What's NFR? What's that? Oh, Patrice, thank you for giving me a sticker on YouTube. I appreciate it, Patrice. It is pure sun here. Can you even see that? I'm opening my shutter behind me. Pure sun. It's about 60 degrees now. So I was actually hot in this. I'm in my Sheba Charade hoodie. Does anyone remember what these darn things cost? This freaking hoodie was $252 a couple years ago. Plus, it was either tax or shipping she charged me. So whatever it was, it ended up being 270 something dollars total for a freaking Sheba shirt. It is so hot though. So I was out this morning. Let me see what the temperature is now. 58 and sunny. Okay, so I actually got hot because I was picking up food that gets donated from one of the local grocery stores. Well, it's a lot of work. So inside your cooler, because you're in the air conditioning or the heater, what have you, but you're working. I'm pushing like hundreds of pounds of milk at a time on this like dolly. I'm picking up like 30-pound things of produce, the meat, the bottles of water, the dairy, the bakery, all the things. And then I put it in a cart. Then I take it out of the cart, put it in my car. Then I take it out of my car, put it on these dollies at the food bank. Then I got to weigh everything and write it all down. And then we bring it to each department. I forget what it was. Today, it was like 350 pounds of milk alone. So just think, usually in every crate, I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 9 different crates of milk. And there's 4 gallons in each of them. So I'm literally picking that up and then hiking it into the back of my Suburban. It's a workout. But anyways, I say that to say this freaking hoodie is so hot. Anyways, wait, what is that? Cheryl says in the Pacific Northwest, we're having an atmospheric river. What does that even mean? Is that like flooding? I hope not. Oh gosh, Beverly says it's a heat wave on Wednesday. It'll be a high of 51. Oh my gosh. When I say I hate the hot weather, the cold weather so much, I am such a weenie when it comes to cold weather. Now, if I'm visiting, if I'm snowmobiling, if I'm in New York, I've walked down New York City and it was snowing one time with my kids, so that was nice. But man, I am a wimp when it comes to cold weather. So anyways, I'm loving our weather here. Anyways, I don't like rain. I definitely don't like rain. Anyways. Okay, we have so much to talk about and it's not all great. Like people are really going through it. Kelly Dodd for one thing. But anyways, MJ's soon to be ex or whenever that happens, Tommy did his podcast by himself, 24 minutes of just highs and lows of his emotions. So I will talk through that. Kelly Dodd posting something god awful underneath the TMZ story about Brandy Glanville, whether it's true or not. I don't really understand her point, especially when she was just talking last week on her YouTube channel about, people that are mean or just jealous. I'm like, and calling her ex-husband Michael a narcissist and, threatening people for things. I mean, it was just talk about a hypocrite. I did watch Owning Manhattan season 2. I'm only 3 episodes in, but definitely want to chat about that. Lisa Rinna is talking, but without words, just dancing in her little caption on her TikTok that I came across last night. Now, she has had me blocked on Instagram for years. The reason I find out I'm even blocked by someone is usually because I'm doing an Instagram story about them and I'm like tagging them saying, oh, at Lisa Rinna really looked beautiful in this. Da, da, da. And then I go to tag someone. I'm like, oh, I can't tag them. I guess they deleted their account. Then I'll ask somebody, hey, look up and see if you can see Lisa Rinna's again. Because I don't have no freaking Finsta. Okay. I know Kim Kardashian just admitted, oh, we all have our Finstas. I don't have time for a Finsta. I don't need a Finsta. If I don't feel like I can say it as Sarah from Texas podcast, then it just doesn't need to be said. But trust me, not everything, but most everything that comes out of my mouth, I stand behind, right? I'm not saying I always say it with grace. I'm not saying there's not sometimes a little pent up anger there. We all have our moments, but I speak live, 3 hours a week minimum for the last 4 years. I mean, I'm going to say some things that maybe weren't said well, but in general, I don't have, I say what I mean what I say, blah, blah, blah. Don't have a Finsta. Forgot what I was talking about that. Definitely want to talk about the reunion dresses of Salt Lake City. I think they're atrocious. And then a story I just saw on TMZ, which if you don't know who she is, we will chat about that, Eugenia Cooney. Just saw a picture of her posted from yesterday in the Orlando airport. So I guess it's good news slash bad news. Anyways, but I want to more talk about like if there should be limitation, not limitations is the word. What's the word? Should we be who should be allowed to be on social media and like where's the free speech of it all? Like, okay, we'll talk about Eugenia in a second. Um, right. No, so many people have been blocked by Lisa Rinna. And I'm like, I don't even know what she blocked me for. Literally. Thank you, Marla, for reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up button. Yes. Oh, Kelly definitely has issues. Did anyone listen to QVC Jeff today? What does that mean? Anyways. Okay, let's talk about Tommy from Till the Dirt. So Spill the Dirt with Tommy and MJ has been a podcast that Tommy and Mercedes Javidas had for years as a married couple. Definitely, he's a strong personality. If you remember him from Shawls of Sunset, he's got a temper, very New Jersey, what's up, whatever. Mercedes has been kind of alluding to problems for at least a year when she's been on Jeff Lewis Live. Also, Jeff has kind of said things for sure. He does this podcast the first time, so they're obviously separated. They've moved out from each other, trying to co-parent Shams, who's now 6.5 years old. She's done a couple of episodes by herself. I think they don't want to get rid of the podcast. I think it does make money, but he just released a podcast on Friday under Till the Dirt. You can watch the video on their YouTube channel. He's slamming Jeff Lewis. He's slamming his mother-in-law, Vita. He's calling MJ crazy. Talks about ending his own life. Now, he just briefly made a statement about that. I just felt like it was a lot in 24 minutes. Now, I'm not saying he's not going through it. Clearly, he's going through it. He makes it very clear that this is all MJ. He did not want a divorce. He's calling her crazy, like we didn't work through everything. I don't know why she's doing this. Very different story than what MJ is apparently saying on Jeff Lewis Live. So, co-parenting is going great. We live a minute from each other, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. He's mad at Jeff Lewis. And some people under my video were commenting going, which I love this. I listen to Jeff Lewis every single day, and I've never heard him talk about Tommy. I'm like, then you don't listen. I mean, let's be clear. I get that people can miss stuff, but I don't like when people comment and act like they listen to Jeff Lewis and they never missed a thing, right? Because they clearly have. Jeff has been respectful of it all, but he definitely made a comment about maybe it being best that Shams doesn't see Tommy. I don't remember exactly what it was. I tried to find the clip, couldn't find it. But that's what I heard and remembered from whenever I listened to that one that somebody told me to listen to. But it was weeks ago. Definitely slamming Jeff Lewis. I think he's just mad, and he's mad that Jeff is speaking on Shams. And he's like, I've met you, but we have never talked. You don't know me as a dad. You don't know me as, anything. And whatever you're hearing is probably from MJ, which makes a lot of sense. The Vita stuff. Now, not that Vita has a great reputation from Shawls of Sunset, right? But he's like, Vita wasn't even a good mom, and she's not a good grandma. He basically says she and Shams like hang out for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then they both go their separate ways because they kind of get on each other's nerves. They don't like each other. They don't really want to hang out. Also, he doesn't act like Vita is very helpful. So he's basically saying, look, MJ, if you were trying to get full custody, and so I can't really see our kid like I do now, then what are you going to do at a BravoCon? What are you going to do when you want to go to Las Vegas with your friends? What are you going to do when you have to work? He says he respects that she works and takes every job that she needs to make money. But he's like, I'm the one at home taking care of Shams. Like, we don't have a nanny. We don't have a full-time babysitter. Vita is definitely not helping out. And then he says some comments about if she were going to help out, it was bad. You've got to listen to it. It's so bad. I'm forgetting, but he basically says something like she'd probably let him have a candle and a gun and I mean, it was bad. Like he would probably burn the house down. She's too old. She can't walk up the stairs. She'd probably go upstairs and the house would be on fire. I'm like, ew, like what are we talking about? Cecile says, I'm always team MJ, but I kind of believe Tommy. I mean, I definitely believe Tommy just from listening to Till the Dirt, because I did used to try to listen to it pretty regularly. Just from listening to that, you could tell that he was with Shams a lot. He would pick him up from daycare or the little school that they were at. He's very hands on, but also he mentions in particular, look, when you went away and did traders for 6 weeks, who do you think was feeding our child? Who do you think was doing the homework with him? Who do you think was taking him to school, putting him to bed, giving him a bath? It's him. Like he's a very hands-on dad. So I think he was very upset at the whatever it's called that she's filed, like the full custody thing. That's just such a dig because MJ files divorce. Let me see if I can read anything about what it says. Citing irreconcilable differences after 7 years of marriage and so I don't even know what sole custody means. Sole legal and physical custody, but is open to visitation and mediation for their son. She's requested no spousal support. I mean, that's just such a dig to him as a dad. So obviously he took that as a very negative, offensive thing, right? Because he's like, who the hell, who is gonna, you know what I mean? Ugh. Wait, what? I mean, when does the new show start? I feel like if she didn't get this Shawls of Sunset reboot, I think it's called The Valley Persian Style or something. It starts, I think, January 8th on Bravo. I don't I don't know if she wasn't a regular on Jeff Lewis Live and kind of has, I mean, even though it's only $500, it's still $500. And she's able to promote her real estate. She's able to, she's been on Hollywood House Flip with him. She's probably going to be on his new show, Still Flipping Out. I don't know if she would have left Tommy. But let's be clear, a lot of people probably stay in a marriage, especially when they have a kid, to wait until it gets really bad and also waits till they get in a financial situation maybe to where it makes sense, right? Because it definitely never sounded like they were rich. As much as it sounds like MJ came from money, like they lived in LA and Beverly Hills, what have you, I never got the idea that she has a lot of money herself, even just with the fact that they were renting a condo or the house in Calabasas, like they weren't owning it. She's renting now. Like, I don't really know what their financial situation is, but it never, she always talked about cleaning her own house, you know, that they didn't have a babysitter. Now, neither of those things mean that you don't have the money for it. You can just make a decision that you want to clean your own house, which whoever does that, if they've got the money for it, I don't understand that. And then you can make a decision not to have a full-time nanny if you needs it, but she does work a lot. And, Tommy's just being factual about that. Annie says Jeff needs to shut up. I think I might have missed a bunch of comments, what y'all were talking about though. MJ needs a tighter grip on reality. Lay off the Xanax. What? Let's not make accusations we don't know about. Stop thinking the grass is greener, twerking on the other side. She'll soon find out that's her big ass age. It's life. Yeah, very interesting. I don't know. She did say that, she's not planning to date. It's the furthest trying to get through all of this. So I don't know. It is a must listen. I am telling you, it is highs and lows of emotions. So let me know what you thought. I personally think he should have edited out the comment about blowing his brains out with a Smith & Wesson. I think he should have edited out the comments about Vita and the gun and the, lighting the house on fire and that kind of thing. I think he should have commented out calling MJ crazy. But what did it do? I mean, let's be clear, y'all. Their YouTube, as far as that goes, now that could be very different. They could just have a lot of people that listen to their podcast as an audio and make butt tons of money that way, but they've never really had a huge YouTube. They have 3.41 thousand subscribers on YouTube. Their videos, this one from Friday right now, 3 days ago, has 3.8 thousand views. The other ones tend to have gotten 200, 300, 400 views. So that's, I mean, some of them less than 100. So it's not like this podcast that they've done for a long time ever got a lot of views, right? So they're not making, I say that because I don't care about that. I mean, they're not making money from YouTube. They're not huge on YouTube. Um, and it is about the money because I think they both need the money from that. Thank you, Charlie. Charles reminding people to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Annie says MJ just wants to be a single wee ho ho. That's why she's so desperate for Jeff's damn friendship. Thirst bucket. Team Tommy. MJ's a liar. Always has been. Sorry, not sorry. Annie, why do I feel like you're Tommy's roommate? What's his call? I forget what he said his roommate's name was. It's a guy name, but anyways, me too. Life. Oh, I love that name. Life After 50 Space. I love it. I love Charlie's emojis. Me too. Y'all always bring so much fun and knowledge and conversation to our lives. I really love it. So, anyways, let me know what you think. And if you haven't watched it, I would listen to it as a YouTube. I would watch it as a YouTube because it's a lot. He basically did a video, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. Somebody sent it to me. Thank y'all for sending me stuff, by the way, because y'all know I can't catch everything, especially when people have me blocked like Kelly Dodd and Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna hasn't blocked me on TikTok though. Kelly Dodd had me blocked on Instagram for a long time, and now she just blocked me on TikTok. And I only know because I went to go look at it and I was blocked. She hasn't blocked me on YouTube. I don't know if she knows how to do that yet, but she has, or if you can, she hasn't done that to me yet. I've heard it's so good. Cecile says, how's Bethany Frankel and Alex call her daddy episode? Good views, good likes, bad likes, all the same. A view makes money. Yeah. But when you're talking about 100 views on YouTube, trust me, that doesn't make any money because trust me, I don't make much money on YouTube and I get like 2,000 views. Fate Star says, I live in Kelly's head. I mean, one would say she lives in mine, but she makes it that way. She puts content out there that makes people want to just talk about her. You know what I mean? Like she's just ridiculous. Anywho. Okay, speaking of her, somebody sent me a picture that she had. So TMZ had done a story that clearly looked fed because, Brandy Glanville is like hair and makeup. And, oh, you just caught me coming out of a store. No. TMZ is doing an interview and basically Brandy is like, well, I finally got a medical diagnosis. I've got parasites in my face. And that which she had alluded to in years past. But she'd also sort of alluded to something happening at that ultimate girls trip. That she was basically something happened medical and she was mostly going to get money from Bravo. There was something weird about that, seemed like. Anyways, so now she's posting that she has a medical diagnosis and she's just so happy. She doesn't know what the treatment's going to be, but at least she has this medical diagnosis. Kelly Dodd posts underneath there, quitting meth does wonders. Like, I don't know if that's an allegation, a rumor, a truth about Brandy Glanville. I can't say she'd probably be the only one in America or especially in LA, Hollywood to ever do drugs. I don't know anything about that. But I don't know why Kelly, who is supposedly on this fabulous vacation in Hong Kong and Taiwan, has the time to scroll internet and post such an awful comment that could really get her in trouble. Like, I don't know if it's enough. I mean, you have to cause damage. I don't know that Brandy Glanville even has enough money to cause damages from that, but quitting meth does wonders. Like, what is your point in that? Especially, again, when I had just watched your YouTube show from like last Friday or something that was like, oh, people that are mean, it's just because they're jealous. And I'm like, so you're jealous because you're awfully mean. Like, she is vile. She is someone reminded me, and I'm like, "You don't need to remind me. I've heard it all." But somebody in DMs reminded me about all the video clips that she and Rick have basically made these negative comments on gay people and especially parents of gay children or trans children, namely Heather Dubrow. And I'm like, "Oh," and they're like, "Oh, they claim to be, gay friendly and have like gay friends and stuff, but I wish they knew." And I'm like, you would think they did know. You would think they would hear. Now, I think when Kelly and Rick talk to their audience of smashers, they assume they're talking to the audience that agrees with everything they're saying. I can't imagine they say such horrific things to their gay friends or parent or straight friends of theirs that might have a gay or a trans child. But it's not the only time she said this. She's said some really gross things. Somebody just let me know, which, she's blocked me on Instagram, so I could never see it. But somebody said that she made some comments about Emily's son, the one that has several diagnoses that might be autism related, but also this food aversion medical issue where he literally only eats very few things. And they said that she commented underneath that. I'm like, you're not even friends with, like, why are you getting involved in the OC? You're not on the fucking show anymore. But anyways, somehow Kelly said something to the effect of about her son. Oh, he'll eat whenever he's ready to eat. I'm like, don't minimize this medical issue that Emily is sharing so bravely on the Real Housewives. Like, it has helped her with this pandas diagnosis, and it has also helped other people, I'm sure, that maybe don't have access to all the medical doctors that Emily and Shane do for their child. Yes, Mama Judy, I love you, says Kelly needs to clean her own house and not comment on everyone else's. And that girl loves commenting on a house. I'm like, girl, you're not living in a $10 million house yourself. The fact that Kelly loves to chat about how rich everyone is or how poor everyone is, I'm like, honey, I would love to see your bank statements. I would love to see what your cash flow is looking like, in and out, credit card debt, if you're paying interest. Because she loves to talk about other people. You know what I mean? She did what? Jet says that's why Shane from Jeff Lewis or Shane from Emily. Which Shane, Jet? She says that's why Shane unfollowed Kelly is because of her anti-woke right-wing posts. I mean, yeah. Yes. Mama Judy says Kelly is vile and hate-filled. And so many people, used to be Kelly fans. And she's really, especially the last year and a half, just really gotten vile. Like, she's always been vile, but she's really gotten vile, I would say, the last year and a half. Oh, Jeff Lewis is Shane and he made it publicly known, or somebody just looked and noticed? I think it's always shocking when people notice who follows who, especially if it's like hundreds or thousands of people. Like, what are people like? Oh, let me see who Shane follows right now. Like, it's so weird to me that you would even remember. But maybe he let people know that. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, okay, Lisa Rinna. So Lisa Rinna loves to dance and just putting it out there. But she posted a picture and it came up on my TikTok last night because she hasn't blocked me there yet. Hopefully she won't. And she's dancing and it basically says 50 Cent is doing the Lord's work, something like that. That is all we needed to say. That means she probably knows something. She probably watched the documentary, or she's heard things. Here it is. 50 Cent doing God's work. And that's all she said. Yep. Anyways, it's got like 57,000 likes already. Anyways, I thought it was interesting. I think it's very difficult for celebrities. I mean, heck, I'm not even talking about it much because I'm like, like, I'm not. I watched the documentary. I told y'all it was interesting. There was a lot to learn. Go watch it. Yeah, Life After 50 said that Sean Combs reckoning It's what it's called. Sean Combs' Reckoning on Netflix is jaw dropping. I'm still recovering. It was a lot. But the fact that she has the balls, which if anyone has balls, Lisa Rinna does, probably more so than Harry, to post a comment to say that and just dancing to a 50 Cent song, very interesting. Yeah. Toonsies says Kelly Dodd is worse than mean. She's beyond cruel. She's accused Heather Dubrow of turning her child into being trans and that CPS should be called. Hypocrisy is her middle name. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I did a video about her because I'm like, you are such a hypocrite calling other people that are mean jealous and calling your ex-husband like, that he threatens people. That's what my ex used to do, Michael Dodd. He would threaten people. And I'm like, look at you threatening me. You know how many times you've threatened people? Oh my God. I mean, she's threatening now to tell the whole story about her and her daughter. Like Jolie is 19 years old. Keep your daughter's name out your mouth. Like, seriously, what is this gonna do? I guess talk about your mom. I guess talk about your brother, although you clearly. But your daughter, like your only child, like who's gonna wipe your ass? Because Rick's gonna pass away before you do. So who's gonna wipe your ass when you're old? Your rich friends? Asia Jones? No. Megan? Heather McDonald? No, nobody's gonna wipe your ass for you. Hmm. Oh my gosh. Take a deep breath. Okay. Salt Lake City reunion dresses. What in the cheap prom dresses nonsense is this? I'm showing a picture on TikTok on YouTube. Let's go through them. Okay, Whitney Rose probably has the best. They're all solid colors. Whitney Rose is in this dusty pink, like strapless with a high slit. It's kind of got this little, I don't know, like crepe paper look. That's probably my favorite, but I think the boobs look weird. Like, see the boobs? The shoes are good. The hair is all right. At least it's blonde. Mary looks like she's had this dress in her closet since 1982. It looks like a bridesmaid dress. She's got the white gloves on that look like they were $4.99 at a Goodwill. Her hair is good. Don't forget, in 2025, they're probably all sponsored. I don't even know how they get their dresses. They clearly have to talk to each other and be given a theme. There'll usually be a color scheme of some sort. But these were all so basic. They were wrinkled. The video that I saw, like Mary's dress had wrinkles in it, like nobody had steamed it. It was just so, I don't know what the theme of the looks were. Cheap prom dresses, cheap bridesmaids dresses. Lisa looks like her hair feels very soft, but I'm just not loving the satin. Like I think it's hard to pull off satin for anybody. And it's like this dark espresso solid strapless dress with these weird bra looking booby things. I'm not loving it. It looks a little tight around the thighs, if you will. I can't imagine when she's sitting down what that's going to look like. I'm not hating it. Meredith's dress is like this long, all one piece burgundy, really, really dark burgundy. It looks like it's sequins though. Real high necked. So her hair looks good. I almost didn't even recognize Bronwyn. First of all, she must have so much hair in. Like that is not the length of her hair. She's in yellow. She looks 25 years old, honestly, in this picture. It's not the worst dress. It's just not the best dress. Again, another solid, but the hair, I'm like, girl, you do not have that much hair. Heather Gay might have the worst dress. I mean, the worst color, the worst material. This one looks like it's been in her closet since 1978. And I don't even think she was born in 78, or she certainly wasn't old enough to own a dress like this. It's just, sheer, the sleeves. It's got this crossover on the waist, trying to make her look smaller than she is. I can't tell if her hair is this short or if it's just pinned back. I'm assuming it's just pinned back. Really long. You can basically only see her toes in the picture. I mean, talk about looking like you're going to it's just weird. Angie doesn't look terrible, but again, it just looks like they're all maybe the same brand. Because see this waist? that looks like Bronwyn's. It looks like this fake, like it's gonna slim your waist, but it doesn't really. Like, they're all thin, but look how similar. I mean, Bronwyn and Angie's dresses look like the same designer, right? I can't really tell. And then the boobs, look at the boobs on Angie's. That boob bra thing looks like Lisa's, right? So I'm assuming they have the same brand or they're told a theme. I don't know. I think I've heard that too. NW Shelley says, I've heard that they have to give Bravo 3 options and they choose. It's kind of odd. Many of the dresses are fine standing alone, but when you put them together, they were just all so basic. They don't look expensive. The material is not right on most of them. Just awful. You think Lisa looks the best? Who do y'all think looks the best? If you couldn't see mine on the video, then pull up, just Google Salt Lake City reunion 2025 or season 6, whatever this is. And you can see, I'm going to tell you my favorite look is Whitney. I mean, I love a pink, but it's like this blush. It's more flowing. But again, I just think the boobs look weird. It looks almost like a uniboob. You know what I mean? But it's flowing. I like the crepe look to it. Again, Mary's got this satin thing. Like, no. And the gloves. Oh, I think the gloves are this mint green too. And you know, they're filming this in Michelle did she just sent me a picture. I got your text. Wait, who is that? Oh, wait, I would not have even recognized him. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna show this, Michelle. It doesn't give your phone number or anything. Michelle just texted me a picture of Gage. Y'all know I'm blocked by Gage too, so I can't see things. Oh my goodness. Okay, send me the picture. Well, you probably already did, or other people in guess he posted this 17 hours ago. It's probably in my DMs. I just haven't read it in my DMs yet. I wouldn't have even recognized Gage. I know he's had the mustache for a little bit because somebody sent me a picture of that, but the hair, I don't even know why you would post this picture. And where's he at? Because it's like he's at an ice cream store. Because first of all, this sign in the back says a quick heads up from our kitchen. And then you can see right here, it's like a clear bar, almost like an ice cream stand or a deli or bakery or something. But he looks all mad. Like that is such literally, I would not have recognized him. Would not have recognized him. Me either. Like, wow. Wow. Okay, sorry, got distracted. Easily distracted. It's a mustache. Maybe Scott likes to be tickled down there. Oh, God. Oh, it's on the Facebook group. Somebody posted it there. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Thank you, Michelle. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got lost in what we were talking about. Eugenia Cooney. Okay, do y'all know who this is? She is, I guess you want to call it an influencer. She definitely makes tons of money, millions of followers. She's basically flip-flop from YouTube lives to TikTok lives, Instagram a little bit, all the social medias. She's about 30 years old now, but she's been doing these lives since she was like 15, 16 years old, okay? Since like 2011. And I don't want to speak for her. I'm not her doctor, but it seems she has an eating disorder of some description. She is not medically well. She's done lives where I've watched where she's had to get off the live because she was about to pass out, even though she's sitting on a couch in her bedroom. Her lives are often just talking to people, like she had done her makeup before, but using her makeup, her outfit is on. She loves to post a skeletal picture of herself. Like she has no problem. Let me show you some pictures if I still have them in my roll. I did just make a video of her. So here's the video. Hold on. You have to see this.
If you're not aware of who she is, I'll fill you in.
I'm posting.
I've been watching her for years on social media, and it's just alarming to say the least. So the good news is that she is alive.
Let me see. I've got some pictures at the end. Okay.
Health,
well,
but she's been doing. Just weren't sure if she was really know much about her. I mean, she's like 30
very
years old.
tiny.
So she's been off social media.
So when I say skeletal, I literally mean skeletal. Which is so upsetting as a human, as a mom, as anyone that sees her. She is so nice on these lives. Like, people make the rudest comments, aren't you hungry? Drink some water. And then people will comment legitimately concerned for her health. And people have often made the comments like, why is her mom not doing anything? Y'all, you can't make someone get better. Like her, I don't know her mom. I don't know Eugenia Cooney. I know she's probably found a way over these last 14 years to make the most of her life. She's out and about somewhat socially because she goes to Disney World. She's so famous that people will post her out in the wild. That's why TMZ did the story, because she and her mom and brother were spotted yesterday at the Orlando airport. But she's just kind of sitting there. But the point was, she's been off social media since like June, like just erased. I had heard TikTok deleted her and said, you can't come back here. I'd heard a long time ago that YouTube made her get off. Basically, because you have these mostly women, but sometimes men, that are so alarming and triggering to people with food disorders, eating disorders, and what that does to other people that are watching. So my point is, there's a lot of horrific people on social media. At what point are we allowed, are we able to, is it okay to censor information or people's ideologies because it affects, society as a whole? So I don't know what the right answer is to that. I know that it's if you were to see her live, you instantly stop on it, because first of all, the makeup is very dark, very dramatic, the hair, the bobby pins, the little barrettes, the cute outfits. She always shows off her arms, her waist, the bones, the legs. She's always got the real big heels on. I mean, tight. She's always dressed and made up to a T. And you literally wonder how she had the energy, because she is literally skin and bones. And it's really sad, but she has always been nothing but nice. She tries to, you can see she's probably reading all the comments when she's live and just trying to ignore them the best that she can. She'll be like, no, I'm healthy. Very high voice. Doesn't really talk about her mom much. But I think she lives at home. I don't know how she could, I don't know. I think on social media, she probably could afford to live out. I don't know. Maybe medically she doesn't. But yeah, but I get that, Cheryl, but there's so many people that should be off social media because you don't want kids to look up to them or adults to look up to them. Cheryl says, I think censoring her is good. You don't want kids looking up to her. I mean, honestly, it's not the same, but so many of y'all have told me that listening to Jeff Lewis talk about weight and skinny people and how he's fat phobic and all that has made you self-conscious. You know how many people have told me they didn't want to go to a show because they knew that Jeff Lewis would not like them because they think they're too fat for him? Literally, so many people have told me that. Now, I've gone to Jeff Lewis, at my heaviest and at my lightest. I mean, I guess I just don't give a shit. I'm not looking to date him, not looking to see what he thinks. But I get that you want to look your best, especially when somebody that you look up to, like Jeff Lewis, and listening to his show, they make such a big deal about weight, and they talk about the attractiveness of people when it comes to their weight and their hair and their clothing and all that. You know what I mean? So Michelle's saying the same thing, and she's beautiful. I've met her in person so many times. Well, only twice, but I feel like I've met her so many more times. Michelle says, I've always felt that way, that I would be judged with the way I look. And that's so sad that you think that way about it's not just kids though. I'm saying this affects more than just kids with the Jeff Lewis thing. Um, Cheryl says, I feel like no kids are following Jeff, but I don't think we should just protect kids. I think we should protect adults from looking because I'm a 52-year-old woman. I look at Eugenia Cooney as somebody with an illness, but sadly, there's probably 52-year-old women or men with an eating disorder that look at Eugenia Cooney and want to aspire to that. They want the attention, they want the social media, they want the following, they want the likes, the money, the fame, all of that. You know what I mean? So, um, yes, yes. So, anyways, well, but that's very different. Charlie Charles, come on now. She says, or he, I've never forgot if you're a guy or a girl. If you go to impoverished countries, they look like Eugenia, freedom of speech. So you're pro freedom of speech for Eugenia? I mean, I think I am too, but I think not maybe to her extent, but I think there's so many women and men that have this perfect unrealistic image on social media that it makes a lot of us question and feel bad about ourselves and maybe eventually make bad choices, unhealthy choices for ourselves and other people. Yes, AUS Fly Girl says it's unhealthy, disordered thinking. That's such a good way of saying it, disordered. I think I've heard of that disordered eating instead of eating disorder. I'm not sure if that's a different way, but Cooney, Cooney, Eugenia, Eugenia is her name. I know. It's really sad. What does she do? Social media. Like she literally, I don't think she could have a job. I don't know how she would have the energy to stand. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I mean, I really don't think she'd have the energy to stand. A lot of her lives were sitting, but she posts a lot of videos of her walking around almost in like a garden, it looks like, or a backyard or something, but she's always dressed to a T, always looks like her makeup took her 2 hours to do. And she's very sweet. She's very sweet on her lives. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Charlie Charles says, Sarah, you look like you're 45 years old. I mean, I need to start wearing some makeup. You know what I mean? But oh well. Not that makes me look younger, but I feel better with makeup. Anyways, okay, real quick, let's chat. Owning Manhattan season 2. Have you started it yet? Wasn't real sure because Ryan is very different. So Ryan Serhant started on or got his fame from Million Dollar Listing New York City. Okay. When he was like, I mean, 25, 20, I mean, young. Okay. Young. I think the story is he wanted to be married or he wanted to be like modeling and acting. And somehow, like a lot of people, that he stumbled into real estate thinking, oh, I'll do this and I'll whatever. No, he is known for elaborate hosting parties when he has an open house, like a theme, a costume, a big whatever, making videos. He really knows how to market things. Like he could sell air to anybody. But you can tell because I've watched him from day one on Million Dollar Listing New York. I knew him before he was engaged, before he was married, before he had a kid, before he broke off and started his own business called Serhant. So now he's had Serhant for almost 4 years. Season 2 of Owning Manhattan, a lot of the same people, but he's grown. Like now, I think they said his Christmas party the first year had like 23 people. And now he has like over 700. So, tons of people. He's a CEO now, super nervous because he likes to still be friendly with his agents. But now he's gotten to the point where he knows he's hired so many of them. You know what I mean? Some of the same people are still on there. Chloe and Jade. Jade is the one that was separated because her ex-husband was cheating on her. She's back. Chloe and Jade and their husbands were really good friends. Jade lost her ex-husband to Chloe and her husband in that divorce. So they are not friends. They don't film together, at least in the first 3 episodes I've watched, which I kind of think is better. I felt like season 1 was just them knowing exactly what drama to bring. I felt like they probably, which I get it. if I'm going to an event, if I were on TV, I would have hair and makeup. I would dress up. You see Selling Sunset and you see Buying Beverly Hills, $1 Million Listing LA, $1 Million Listing New York. You see how like Tracy Tudor dresses up. You're not going to, they were trying to bring it, but on their budget. You can tell that they're not at the status of like a Tracy Tudor, but they were trying to dress up, whatever. Jordan is a guy that was actually Ryan's assistant for like 5 years. And now he's been an agent for like 6 years trying to make it very sexy. The music is really good. They focus a lot on the houses, like showing them the deals, the back and forth of a negotiation. It's not till episode 3 that they showed Ryan Serhant at his house with like his wife. Is her name Emily? I feel like it is. And he's like rubbing her feet. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, do they even make husbands like you? Now, it would never shock me if they got a divorce. I do feel like he's kind of a guy that puts his business way before his marriage. But I do think when he married Emily, is that her name? Emily. Why does it not feel like that's her name? Emily. Is that her name? I didn't write it down. Anyway, she's Greek and her in-laws, Amelia. Yeah, it's not Emily, Amelia. Thank you. I knew Emily didn't sound right. Um, but it sounds like he's very close to his in-laws. He's a great dad. So, oh my God, Charlie. It was crazy. Like he is very motivated. I mean, very, very, very motivated. But since he's married Amelia, I think he's had to. They showed this on season 1 where she was like, look, you can't be coming home at 9 o'clock at night. Like, every nighttime showing, every open house, every party, every whatever, like you can't be working all the time. I think she's like, she's an attorney herself. I don't know if she's working now, but she's trained as an attorney. And so she had her own career before they even met. And she's freaking beautiful. I mean, she's pretty, man, she might be, if she had blonde hair, y'all know I don't really love a brown haired girl, or I should say I love a blonde haired girl. She's probably up there on my heartthrob for sure. Selling the City? Wait, what is that? Life After 50 Space said Owning Manhattan is good, but so is Selling the City with Eleonora Rugos. Am I saying that right? Is the S silent? Team also on Netflix. I haven't even heard of that one. I don't know that I'll make time to watch it because I think Owning Manhattan is enough. When is Buying Beverly Hills coming back? Didn't they get another season? I feel like they did. That's the Mauricio show with his daughters and Kyle and all them. Well, I've heard Buying Beverly Hills season 2. Oh, that was in 2022? That was that long ago? Did it get a season 3? Season 3. Oh, it was canceled. Never mind. Netflix canceled the show in August 2024 after 2 seasons, citing production costs versus viewership. I think I do remember that. I just forgot it. That was really, I would have liked to have seen that just because you would see how Mauricio is handling his newfound singleness, being so public with it. And when he was on Dancing with the Stars, and you would have seen how maybe his daughters aren't so much loving his hoe phase that he's going through, as Portia put it. I don't know. I think it's worth coming back on TV. I don't know. Guess the ratings weren't good enough. Anyways, what else is going on? Wait, what? Mo has gotten gross. Yeah. I mean, the pictures, I love it. Where was it that that Kyle was talking about? She thought the pictures that he was going to post, that he was only putting them in the family chat and they were supposed to pick one. She's like, oh, I didn't know he was going to post all of them. Oh, she's a realtor now too? How'd you find that out? Amelia is now a realtor too. Oh, that's interesting, Charlie Charles. Thank you for letting me know. Anyways, what do y'all think? So did y'all watch? So on Peacock yesterday, I think it's been a show, something about football. All I know is the Houston Texans, who obviously is our home team, we used to be the Houston Oilers years ago. The Oilers moved to Tennessee Titans, and now we have the Houston Texans, but they played the Chiefs, which is uh, uh, what's her name's what's her name? Freaking, not Tiffany, Taylor Swift's man's team. Anyways, I guess they played last night, but whatever it was, there was some big thing on Peacock where lots of Bravo celebrities were there. It was kind of crazy. Thank you, IB Duck, reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate it. Um, anyways, I'm kind of having FOMO for not going to Brittany Bates' show. So I'd heard of it. I knew she was going to do a cabaret. I knew she's a trained singer and dancer because I knew that John Hill has talked about working with her forever ago on Miss Saigon. I wasn't sure. I mean, these video clips that are out, they're nonstop, like so many. It looks like she had 3 other Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast members with her. Brittany Bronwyn was there, but she doesn't seem like they really included her in much. Like she wasn't in the Santa outfit with the other ones. In one that I saw, Whitney was, Heather Gay, and oh, good Lord, and Angie K were in these Santa outfits. Then Jared Osmond was there doing a song with her. Her daughter, whatever her daughter's name is, Olivia was doing a song with her. I saw so many songs. It made me want to go. And I've been to Studio 54 whenever we saw Countess Luann. It's a very small, intimate space. So if they would have told people don't film, they would have been coming around because it would have been very easy to see someone with their camera out. So clearly Brittany was letting people film and post, which I'm so here for. Only because, I got the phone call from Jeff Lewis one day saying, "Can you take down the videos you posted?" I'm like, he would let me talk about, I had permission to talk about the live show on my podcast if people asked. He's like, "Yeah, sure." He didn't want videos out there. He really, which I respect, he wanted to keep the sanctity. Is that the word? He wanted to keep it for the audience. That's why he says he's never agreed to do a virtual show. He doesn't want to virtually sell tickets, which he could make bukus of money. I mean, if you did, he wants people that take the time to travel and go see his live show to see it all. So he didn't want those videos out there, which again, I respect. But I feel like this Brittany Bateman, the fact that she is letting everyone post and film all these shows and songs of hers just made people wish they were there. I mean, she clearly can sing. I don't know what these tickets cost, but she, brought 3 or 4 other housewives with her. She brought Jared with her. She brought her daughter with her. They were doing a reenactment of Mean Girls, and Bronwyn was the cool mom. Yes. No. MW Shelley, I think Kyle said that Rachel Zoe was too old for Mo, meaning Mo likes them young. MW Shelley said, "I saw where Mo said he couldn't date Rachel Zoe because she was too old for him. She's younger than him." No. It's the opposite. Kyle joked that Rachel Zoe was too old for Mo because he likes young girls. Anyways. Okay, well, we are going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for joining live. It is so much more fun. Make sure you're subscribed to me, watching everywhere. Please like all my videos. All it takes is a little second to put a heart. If you're bored one night, put on my YouTube, let it just play. It counts. If you're taking a walk, if you're sleeping, take a listen to me. Anyways, I will see y'all Wednesday live at 2 p.m. Eastern. Bye, y'all. Hello.